In reality, everybody wants the best for his or herself, and that did not exclude you. And so, in striving to become a better version of yourself and then living your dream life and even more, these have really enabled you to be working so hard, tirelessly. And you got to realize that you've been working so hard, yet you are unseen, you are unsupported, and then you are underestimated by people. And you are worried. Sometimes it makes you to feel bad. But there is a harsh truth that I'm here to tell you. And what is that? Nobody cares until you succeed in life. Yes, and that is why in today's video, we are really going to be talking about that. Nobody cares about you and your journey until you succeed. And if this is what you really have interest in, then stick with me. Let us dive in, okay? Now, I want you to know that many people ignore your struggle in life. And that is because people always associate themselves with success. This period of your life when you are struggling to make it, when there are no results, when it seems you are joking or you are playing, they will reject you. They will abandon you. Some will even condemn you. Many will doubt you. But the fact is, their doubts and all the rest did not make your journey to be unsure, did not make your dreams and goals in life not to come to reality, except you decide not to. My beloved friend, nobody is supporting you, and it shouldn't be a shock to you, because in reality, that is how most humans are. When people don't see that you are being recognized, they won't recognize you. Until they see that your struggle is now paying, they won't come close to you. They will be watching you from a distance. They are monitoring you. They are following up, but they are not supporting you. Why? Because they are doubting you that you can't make it. And I'm telling you, when I say many people are really going to ignore your struggle, I am not talking about far people. Those you feel should really support you, like your friends, your family member. They are supposed to be the ones backing you, pushing you to move harder. But my beloved friend, they will be the major people that won't even support you. It shouldn't surprise you, because even the Bible made us to understand that a prophet is not honored in his hometown. And so if your friends, your loved ones don't support you, it shouldn't shock you, because they are doing what even the scripture made us to understand. Okay? And so they not supporting you, they not seeing your efforts, and they always underestimating you shouldn't make you to give up on your dreams and goals in life. But rather, let this their disbelief, their doubts, their underestimation, and all the rest, rather let it be a fuel that should make you to be consistent. Let this their unsupporting attitude rather make you to be disciplined. Let this their disbelief in you rather make you to be focused in your dreams and then goals in life. It is very important. I want you to know that your friends, your loved ones, and every other person, they don't owe you support in life. You owe yourself the needed support you need. You should always find reasons to always motivate and then encourage yourself to keep on pushing harder and harder to becoming the best version of yourself and then living the kind of life you wish for yourself in this life you are. If you want to wait for others to support you, if you want to wait for them to cheer you up, you won't take a step. So stop waiting for their support and don't let their unsupporting attitude weigh you down. Rather, let it be a source of fuel to you to rather push harder and harder in life. I want you to know that success really changes the way people see you. I want you to know that if you are still struggling in your dreams, visions, and then goals in life, nobody cares about you. Nobody cares about your journey. But let me tell you, immediately you start reaping the fruit of this your labor that you have been working so hard for years, you will see that all these persons that doubted you, they will come close to you. Why? Because they have seen that you have succeeded. There is a saying that success has many brothers and then sisters. My dear, there is this song I love when I was younger. I don't know his full name, but he's a Nigerian actor that sings. We used to call him Okwa. He sang in his music that, know me when I'm poor, not when I am rich. You claim relationship. You know, when you become known, when you become recognized, when society has started celebrating you because of the impact you are creating, guess what? People will start coming close to you. Then the way people see you will change. Before they see you as an unserious person, they see you as a joke. They call you all sorts of names. But immediately you've succeeded in life, the way they view you will change. They will now start using you to cite example to others. Don't you see Dora? Can't you be like Dora? But trust me, before, they won't tell someone to be like you because to them, you are nothing. You are useless. You are unfocused. You are unserious. But trust me, immediately you start making it in life. Even those that don't used to call you will start calling you. Family meetings that they don't used to tell you that I have a meeting, no, they will start inviting you for family meetings. And even if you go to family meetings, even when you don't want to say anything, they will call your name. Dora, you've not said anything. What did you have to say? The way they see you will change because they've seen success in your life. And that is why, my beloved friend, if you are not being recognized, don't feel bad. That simply means that you've not succeeded yet. And so you have to work hard to succeed. Because when you succeed, you see the recognition you don't have today, you will have them and you'll be tired. When you've not succeeded, nobody cares about you, whether you are existing or not. But immediately they know you are successful, the way they see you change, the way they relate with you will change. Some will not even be able to call you by your name. Why? Because of the level of success that you have attained in life. If you are not respected today, if people doubt you, if people are underestimating your abilities, that simply means you have not succeeded yet. And so work hard for you to succeed. Because when you succeed, you will not beg people to respect you, but they will give you the needed respect. If you succeed, you won't beg people to come close to you. People will come close to you. Why? Success is like a magnet and it attracts a lot of persons to it. Those that see you as their enemies, without you going to reconcile with them, they will reconcile with you. Why? Because they want to mingle with you. People love mingling with success, not with struggle, not with difficulties, not when you are facing your moments of silence in your life. I want you to know that when you succeed in life, it is going to change how people really see you, is how success is. Okay? And I also want you to know that you have to keep working even when no one is watching you. This is very important. I know it is not easy. You've been working so hard, you've been trying your best, yet there is no recognition. Rather, people doubt you, people underestimate you, and it hurts. But I want you to know that in the midst of all this, you have to keep doing what you know how to do best. Keep becoming better and better in what you do. Be focused in your dreams, goals, and then visions in life, because it is very important. Now that no one is watching you, is the best time for you to work with, because it is like when you want to read and everywhere is quiet and calm. It will make your study easier for you to understand what you are reading. And so in this period in your life when you are working and then no one cares, no one recognizes you, no one even knows you are existing or you are doing anything, I want you to know that this shouldn't be a time for you to feel bad and then give up on your dreams and goals in life. This is a time that you really need to use to buckle up, to wear your reasoning cap and start working hard and even harder, because this period there is no distraction. There is no one that is there to distract you, because you are left alone to yourself. And so this is the time you need to use your head. This is the time you need to think so hard. This is the time you need to work hard until your breakthrough comes to you. In this time, when no one is watching, this is when you need to look at the areas that you have lapses and then build on them to become stronger. I want you to know that no one is watching you right now because you have not succeeded, and that is why you need to work on your consistency. You need to be consistent in whatever you are doing. You need to work on your discipline, and you also need to be focused, because it will help you a long way in getting to your dreams and goals in life faster. I want you to know that your results will speak louder than your words could. Yes, you've been working so hard. You have good dreams, goals, and then vision. And each time you tell those that you feel should support you, what happens? They doubt you. They underestimate you, that what you are doing cannot work, that you don't have what it takes to succeed. I want you to know that it is high time you stop explaining yourself to people that have decided not to support you, that have decided not to believe in you, that have decided to only appreciate you when you are successful. Time wasted is a time lost, and time is money. And so the question is, how long will you continue to explain your dreams, your goals, your visions to people that don't really care about you? How long? You've been explaining yourself for too long, and it is high time you stop explaining yourself to people anyhow. Rather, walk in silence. If there's any skill you need to acquire, get it. If there's any area in your life you need to work on yourself silently, Save your energy and your time to work on yourself. If you've not watched my previous video before this video, I told you to disappear for 6 months and come back unrecognizable. If you've not watched that video, check that video out and watch it. You will not regret doing that, okay? I want you to know that words that you've been explaining to people have not been able to make them to understand you. And so what next? The next thing is, don't talk again. Allow your success to speak for you. So many persons are like Thomas in the Bible. When they told him that his master have risen, he doubted until he sees the hole in his master's hand before he will believe. You see, these persons you've been explaining yourself to, wasting your words and your time, that don't want to understand you. They can't understand you because that is where life is. They can't understand you until they see that what you are telling them have come to manifestation. They see that people have started celebrating you, until they see that you are being recognized, until they hear your name being called in places. They won't understand you. So what am I trying to encourage you? I am encouraging you to stop explaining yourself to people that have decided not to understand you. Rather, save your strength and energy and work on yourself and allow your success to speak for you. Trust me, success speaks louder than your voice. Now, you know, when I was unemployed for 8 good years, it wasn't a joke. It was a period of transformation in my life, because in this period I was unemployed, I learned so many things. I got to realize that people don't send you when you have nothing to offer. And so I told myself, nobody cares. So let me care about myself. I owe myself care. And then when I knew that, I've always heard that success speaks louder than your words. When I got my 9-to-5 job, after 8 years of being unemployed, guess what happened? The news spread so wide. Even people I have not met for years, they will see me and they will tell me, congratulations. I will say, on what? They'll say, you think we did not hear? You've gotten a job. I'll smile. I'll say, yes, thank God. They'll say, I am happy for you. I said, wow. So this my job has gone so wide, the news. I didn't announce it. I didn't tell anyone, but people heard. That is to tell you how your success, the results that will happen in your life, will speak louder than your voice can ever speak for you. This is how life is. It is a harsh truth that you need to know. I want you to know that nobody, when I mean nobody, cares about you until you succeed. Nobody cares. And that nobody cares about you and your struggle doesn't mean that you don't want it. Because people don't care about you and your effort doesn't mean that you are not trying. You know, people will not value you until they know your worth. So the question is, what is your worth? You need to work so hard. You are not working so hard to impress them, but you are working so hard because you have a dream, you have a goal, and then you have a vision in life that you are pursuing. And so, because they don't care about you, that shouldn't weigh you down, but that should be a fuel for you to use and work hard. Nobody cares about you until you succeed. That doesn't mean that you should hate people. That doesn't mean that you should be angry with yourself or anyone. Nobody cares until you succeed is a harsh truth that you need to accept if you want to succeed in life. And when you see in life that people are now drawing close to you, then know that you have started succeeding, or you have succeeded in life. Don't be discouraged. Don't slow down because nobody cares about you. Let these harsh truths that nobody cares about you be the fuel that you need to catapult to the next level you want to get in your life. I have been there. I have tasted it. I have seen. Nobody cares about you until you succeed is a bitter truth that you really need to accept today. And so work on yourself in any area you know you can. It is very important. This is Simplicity in Peak Channel. If you are someone that have been working so hard and you are not seen, you are not supported, and you are always underestimated, I want you to know that this video is a companion for you. And don't wash it and keep it to yourself alone. Share it with your friends and loved ones. Like this video. Subscribe to this channel. Drop your comments in the comment section below. What did you have to say? I have told you in this video that nobody cares about you and your journey until you succeed. What did you have to tell me? How do you view it? What is your experience? Drop it in the comments and I'll catch up with you in my next video. Take good care of yourself.